So there's been a lot of content uploaded on TikTok recently, which is designed to emotionally manipulate well-meaning people into supporting something terrible happening to Iran, which would be yet another revolution, yet another destabilization of their government, and yet another infringing on their sovereignty. The reason why all of this is going on, the reason why all of these sob stories are coming out of Iran is because they want the American people to feel some sense of tension or sadness right now, so that when something happens in Iran, instead of going, what the hell just happened? They overthrew the government and America is behind it. Why did we do this, guys? Why did we overthrow yet another government? Well, because Iran wants to have their sovereignty. Okay. And so we want to get rid of Iran's sovereignty, make them a puppet government to the United States, overthrow their government. And we also want the American people to look at that happening and say, oh, finally, they're getting human rights and democracy, and women can wear whatever they want on their heads, and they can all browse Instagram. Right. And this is a video of a young woman crying because she cannot use Instagram. Let's watch.
This is me. My name does not matter. As you can hear my accent, I'm a Persian girl. It is.
She doesn't actually sound particularly Persian in her accent, but she does seem to use bad grammar on purpose to try to sell this idea. I mean, maybe she is. Maybe she is.
It is September 21st. It's 9:50. It's 9:50 p.m. And I was hanging out with my mom. And I came in my room. And I'm cut out from everything. I can barely text my friends. I have absolutely no internet connection.
So Iran's internet was not actually cut off as far as I know, right? I do know that they did have some instances of infrastructure problems, right? But what I do know is that Instagram was cut off. And the problem with Instagram being cut off is a lot of people do use it to text their friends. You're relying on a private foreign company to text your friends. That can definitely cause a lot of problems if you're living in a country that is not on friendly terms with the owners of that platform. And I'm sure a lot of young people in Iran potentially are using these meta platforms, Facebook and Instagram, to keep in contact with their friends. And yeah, I'm sure it could be a problem for them.
I don't know where my friends are. They haven't answered my texts. I don't know where my family is.
So she was just there with her mom, and then she goes into her room and goes on her phone, and she doesn't know where her family is.
And after talking to one of my friends, out of a lot.
So she did actually have contact with her friends.
They said that everyone are being killed.
Yeah, everyone are being killed. Everyone are being killed. You speak good enough English to know how to say everyone is being killed. But the fact of the matter is, I haven't seen any type of mass murder. I haven't seen any evidence of mass murder or anything like this. What she's doing is she's trying to we've been trained from a young age in America to be afraid of the Holocaust, right, which happened in Germany, a massive tragedy, right? And she's trying to scratch that Holocaust itch and say, look, Iran, the people of Iran people are going into their homes and they're killing them, or they're going to maybe put them in camps or something. But, the point is, she's trying to make Iran seem like Nazi Germany. She's trying to scratch that itch for justice that Americans have, right? Which really is one we should scratch in our own country and not overseas. But she's trying to get us to feel that way.
want to be here in my room. I feel like I'm trapped in a small case and there's nothing I can do because I don't have a voice. This has happened before. After opening my phone, I just hear that a lot of people are getting killed on the streets. They're getting killed on the streets. They're getting beaten to death. I just want you to know. I just want everyone to know.
All right, so this poor voiceless woman with millions of views on TikTok, you really feel a lot of sympathy, right? Well, here's, that video was her first upload. It was designed to get you to feel sympathy, designed to get you to go, "Oh no, what can I do? What can I do?" Well, here you go. Here's what you can do. Here's the, anyway.
I can now use the internet after 20 hours or more. We had zero internet connection and the speed was zero, everything was zero, and now it's connected again, but it's fully restricted, so we have to take our SIM cards off our phones and connect to multiple VPNs in order to use Instagram.
You have to take your SIM card off your phone and connect to multiple VPNs. Listen, maybe this is the case. You have to connect to maybe like a German VPN, but the VPN provider providing a VPN to Iran cannot allow you to connect to, say, a different thing, right? So maybe there's a way you can VPN to a country that allows you to create a VPN to another country. I mean, maybe this is how this is how a person could get around these things, right?
TikTok and WhatsApp.
But this is just in order to use Instagram, TikTok, and WhatsApp, and these are all platforms that are managed by foreign entities, right? And since Iran is having this threat of color revolution, they have to cut off these apps which are threatening their sovereignty.
Basically everything. Nothing has changed. And I didn't have enough time to check my phone and answer everything. But I just want to thank you on my behalf and everyone else in Iran and all Iranians around the world. This means a lot. This means everything. This means everything. That's what I can say. My time is a little limited here, so I'm going to briefly explain about 3 main topics: what has happened in Iran, what is happening, and how you can help us through different countries around the world. A young 22-year-old girl was brutally beaten to death by the police officers because they thought she wasn't wearing her headscarf correctly.
Yeah, Masha Amini, right? So let's watch this woman, Masha Amini, right here. Okay, let's see what happened to her. Interesting, right? Interesting. Let's look again. Did anybody touch her? Someone touched her scarf and then moved their hand, gestured at her. And I guess that maybe, that was some kind of a jiu-jitsu death touch move. I'm not really sure, but clearly this story that she's telling is not accurate.
Hashtag for all the details. And for the fact that this has happened before a lot of times, this injustice, people are again protesting against the government, and the government is shooting them to death, beating them to death, sending them to jail, and God knows what. And because of that, we are trying to be heard. So now the main question is, how can you actually help? Well, this is for Masha and all the other boys and girls who were killed before her. Her name will not be forgotten. Her name will only turn into our symbol of freedom. All you can do is please increase awareness, share this, and let her story to be heard. You can use the hashtags.
Right. So this is what you can do. This is what you can do. You know, spread this idea, which is designed to legitimize color revolution in Iran. This is all you can do. This is what we're supposed to do, right? We are being emotionally manipulated into sharing these videos, and many, many well-meaning people are, who simply don't understand how Iran plays into the broader situation and the American power strategy. The fact of the matter is, Iran is at the center of Eurasia. It has a lot of valuable natural resources. Its government is sovereign. Instead of doing what the America says, it's doing its own thing, and that is causing a problem for the American world domination strategy. And people like her, who are posting videos on TikTok saying that they're Iranian and saying that this government is so evil and everyone's getting killed, and spreading this Masha Amini bullshit story, these people are simply trying to legitimize American power objectives. That is the truth. That is the absolute truth. Do not be manipulated.